Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you to my sponsors Hammer, Turbo, and Bowlifi. Please enjoy the video, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do. Thank you. All right, so today we have the brand new Columbia 300 Explosion, and this is a symmetric core. It is a hybrid cover stock. We just did a basic pin above the bridge layout on this one, 5 3/8 from my pack. So one of my most basic layouts, and we are going to do a ball review today. I'm going to bounce around a few different spots and throw this for maybe 10 or 12 shots. So I threw this yesterday. I really like this ball, and so let's see what we can do on a dry house shot. I'm going to play some to the right hard, and I'm going to play some in front of the ball return. So let's see what she does. Good thing about this ball, dark colors, green, black, and purple. So that is always a good sign when you're looking for a new ball. We like those dark colors. All right, so out of the box, it came pretty dull. As I've thrown it, I probably have 3 games on it so far. It has lane shined. Nothing crazy. It's still kind of dull, but it does start very dull. So if you want to polish it, go right ahead. I think that will help the ball on house shots. If you're going to use it on sports shots, you may want to keep it more dull and throw it a little earlier. Pretty tight flares on this ball. They're very tight to one another. And what I noticed yesterday, maybe not so much when I throw it this fast, but when I threw it yesterday, when it saw friction, it hooked a lot off the friction. It wasn't one of those rolly off the friction balls. It was pretty sharp. So I want to throw a few right of 15. So I remember when I did ball reviews before, everybody said, why are you so far left? Can't you throw some down and in? I can, it's just on a house shot, it's hard to throw it down and in because that's where all the friction is. All the friction is between 10 and 15. So that is why I just automatically get left at 15, but for some of the straighter bowlers' sake, I do sometimes like to throw it a little straighter. So I just don't really have the ball speed to stay that far right. But I have been working on picking my ball speed up, and it has helped quite a bit. So now let's get a little left to 15. So I bowled on the shark pattern yesterday. I threw this a little bit. Obviously with that much volume and that length, I could slow the ball down. When I got it in and it was in the oil, it dug a little bit more in the oil than I thought it would. But like I said, when it hits the friction, it's not super slow off of it like the 3D offset attack. This one's actually a little sharper, and that's probably that symmetric core. Typically with symmetrics and it sees friction, it doesn't roll forward, it checks left. This one doesn't check, but it doesn't roll dead forward either. So I'm just going to slowly move left. Wow, that was dirty. And as I was throwing this the last 2 days, I'm trying to think where it fits in my bag. I think it's close to the dark web. Maybe a little bit under the dark web, but before I get to the Bigfoot. So it might be dark web, explosion, top speed, Bigfoot, then sensor. I think that's where it stacks up in there. But out of the 4 new releases, this I think is my favorite one. It's not a real early ball. especially as it's lane shined, it gets further and further down the lane. I like that. I typically gravitate towards the weaker end of bowling balls because I throw it slow and because I roll it more. This is a ball I think I'm going to throw a lot. So got it in a little bit. See, there's just so much friction on this lane. It's not very forgiving, and I can't do what I like to do. I can't really come up the side of it and let it shake. It's just hooking so early. But I think as the game moves more towards two-handed bowling and more friction, I need to get used to throwing it in more friction. A little harder, a little bit spinnier, weaker balls, those all help. So now I'm gonna get closer to 20 here at the arrows. A little spinnier off my hands. That was like 22 at the arrows. We do have somebody back there watching me do the ball review. And we have Sports Talk Radio talking about Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. And I'm gonna call it now, Eagles are winning the Super Bowl. Eagles versus Chiefs. It's going to be a good game. Eagles are just too tough, man. They're the best team in the league. Jalen Hurts, if he didn't get injured, would have won MVP. Now I think it's going to Patrick Mahomes. But yeah, it's going to be a good game. 49ers versus Eagles. But of course I'm rooting for the Eagles. We don't have Nick Foles, but Jalen Hurts, I think he can come through for us. All right, so see, that one I was looking at 20, popped up and hit 22. Now let's look at 21. I got it a little further right, a little messenger. So yeah, I think if we separate my bag into 4 sections, urethane can be the earliest and the smoothest. Big asymmetrics, middle of the bag, and then weak, shiny symmetrics. This is definitely in that middle tier. Urethane, big asyms, and then the explosion is here. More of a benchmark type ball. Right there with the dark web, the sensor, the Bigfoot. What else? Top speed is kind of in between the asym and the benchmark type. Top speed is a great ball. Kinetic Black Ice is right there on that line too. This one's a little bit weaker than the top speed and those balls. I would call this an all-purpose ball. Not too strong, not too weak. It's that benchmark type, symmetric, sanded cover. You're gonna be able to throw this on a lot of patterns. So let's keep inching forward, not forward, left. Now we're gonna make 22. Little spin off the hand. Oh, come on. Give me the hit, man. But yeah, I think out of all the ball reviews I've done so far with these new balls, this one to my eye is looking the nicest because the lanes are hooking. We need something that gets down the lane. This definitely does that. All right, we'll throw a couple more here. I think I'm gonna throw one more to the right of the ball return, and then I'm gonna get in front of the ball return and curve it a little bit more. Oh yeah, this ball's sick, man. This ball is very good. With that Katana Assault, I couldn't get it to push down the lane enough. This one just being overall weaker. On this dry of a lane, it's really nice. And believe it or not, this is faster than my normal speed. I really like to throw it super slow. I don't know how fast I'm throwing it, but this is a little faster. But dude, that reaction right there, I think everybody wants that type of reaction. That looked nice. All right, so that hit 24. I'm gonna do one more even further left. So yeah, these are my new jerseys from Bowlifi. I got 8 jerseys, all different colors, but just solid color. I went with the Norm Duke, Kyle Sherman style. No crazy designs, just solid color. And this one is the cyan one. I like this one a lot. And Bowlifi offers a lot of different designs, fully customizable with logos, your company logo, your name, different colors, fonts on the name. It's great company, and we do have an art department that can pretty much make whatever you guys want. So don't hesitate to visit bowlifi.com. All right, so one more in front of the ball return. And this one will be right around 25. Thought that was rolling out, and it still snapped to 10. So there you have it. That's the Explosion by Columbia 300. Please like this video, comment if you have anything you'd like to ask me or anything you'd like to see in the next video. Subscribe if you haven't already. That's huge. Probably 70% of you guys are not subscribed, and we're almost at 5,000. So help me get to 5,000. But there you have it. That is the Explosion. See you guys next time. Thank you for watching the video. If you're in the market for a new jersey, visit bowlifi.com and use code Trevor Roberts at checkout for $5 off your first order. Thank you.